Is there someone out there? YouTube says there's someone out there. I'm just wanting to talk about books. Incredible Hulk. I just read that. Not bad. Thor. This was okay. Not as good as issue 3, though. Of course. Thought this was really good. Both covers of this were spectacular. Oh, one watching again. Okay, I'll start over. I have no problem with that. Test, 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 test. Ah! Oh. Man, my printer is fucking up, y'all. F-bomb. F-bomb. Zero watching now. Started streaming 8 minutes ago. Come on, y'all. Pick it up. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. One watching now. That's me. That's me. Load plain white paper and tray, then touch OK to start alignment. I did that like 3 times today, y'all. Fuck. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. Later. My printer's annoying me, y'all. Okay. Well. Not my idea, certainly, but a cool logo and graphic, I think. Hey, Mark, you want to join? Just like talk about shit. I'm just chilling. I'll send the link if you want. Is my mic muted? No, it's not. So there's a link. No pressure though. No offense taken if you don't want to join. It's cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm just wanting to talk about some books like stop sharing my screen. Like Stealth, Decorum. I haven't read this yet. Yeah. Heard that. I've been working. I've been working since I started working Friday from home because of coronavirus. Crazy. Thanks for checking in. Rod, how are you, man? You've been online for about an hour and a half, so I want to ask you to join. But just talking about books, of course you're welcome to, but whatever. One of them 753. Of course, Decorum has been hot this week. Ron, thank you for checking that out too. Stealth has been really good. Yeah. Thanks for checking in, Mark. Appreciate that. Strange Adventures 2 from my poll last week. Still have not read this. This was a great cover and a great read. I didn't like this so much. It was good though. But, you know, what are you going to say? Issue 3 was incredible. This was decent. Great cover. Talk to me, y'all. Or don't, you know. Just shown. But anyone checking in, Mark Spector Comics is a cool mofo. I've done a live stream with him before. He went with me for a couple of hours. Cool dude. Some great perspectives on books. So, yeah. Yeah, AEW. I have no problem saying it, Rod. You're right, man. AEW is the shit. You and I are both older, and we are old enough to remember wrestling in the 70s and 80s and how much better it was. Not to say that wrestling is not great. Well, it has its peaks and valleys now, but AEW is badass. I agree with you. I was blown away by how much it reminded me of like mid-era 1980s NWA on the Turner Network. Loved it. They're doing a great job with AEW. Oh yeah, man. We come from the same place. My heart is with NXT, but AEW is great. AEW is great. And you told me AEW. Yeah. It's great. It's got that gritty, raw feeling and those kind of fans too. So. Damn. See, Mark works in the health profession. This coronavirus shit is crazy. I don't even want to talk about it, but it's affecting everyone. So what are you going to do? Thank you for the 2 thumbs up, the 2 watchers. I just have not. Well, whatever. I think a lot of my problem is I could alert IG followers, but my camera is my phone, which is my primary IG account, and I have like 400 more followers on my IG. I'm sure I could get some folks like Carolina Chris and others. Oh, hey! Geeky Guy Comics, what are you doing up, bro? If you want to get in, if you want to jump in here, let me send you the invite. Yeah, man. Rassel's badass. Romance at the Speed of Life. There was that incident a couple weeks ago. Don't send your link in the general chat. But I don't think there's a problem with that. You don't have to with StreamYard, once they get into the broadcast studio, you don't have to put them on your broadcast. That was a crazy thing. Just got him from long as that shit. Oh, okay. And I'm horrible about this, y'all. Forgive me. Hey, there he is. Thank you, Marvel. Rassel was such a great, was such a good story. Romance at the Speed of Light. I don't think the ending was as good as the story, but a lot of times it's just a journey, you know. Maybe you agree, Marvel's Adventures or not. Geeky Guy Comics. We go back and forth. Great guy. Just to recon in the comics, we're bros, man. We're bros. We're bros. We're bros. We're bros. Mark Spector too. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, I'm just hanging out on Saturday, drinking beer. Haven't read this yet. I hear it's good. Someone jump in if they want to. I thought this was really good. I haven't read this from last week. Great cover. I'm not going to say anymore. That's all y'all get at this point. Yeah, I heard that, man. I want to get. I want to get into Stretch Adventures. I'm going to. It's in my palm. Yeah, there was so much hype on Mercy. I hate to be this way, but when a book gets so fucking hyped, it just burns me out on it. Yeah, I hate to say that. A lot of people are saying good things about Mercy. They are. But yeah, I didn't check it out. And I'm probably the worse for it. Well, I mean, I'm happy to have a copy of that, Geeky. I am. Who knows what's going to happen with this punchline? Shit. Probably nothing, but whatever. I don't know. I mean, something about Mercy. I am an Artgerm fan. I mean, check out my wall. But it's hit and miss with me. Some of his covers I love, and some of them I don't love. And Mercy just looked like generic Artgerm to me, and no, just not what I was into. Geeky Guy, what time is it over there in Britain? It's in the morning, right? Just curious, you know. Did I lose everyone? I fucking hate live streaming, y'all, because just not that popular. Okay, so it's 2 a.m. It's not that. It's not that late. It's late, but you know. JB. JB, you're the. I think it was one of your quotes that said it was just like, don't throw the. Don't throw the. Well, I'm just saying, JB, I think it was you who was saying, don't throw the invite link into the chat. Well, okay, that may not be necessarily bad advice. I think the better takeaway is once someone gets into the broadcast studio, if you don't know them, don't click them on. So yeah, but discuss, JB. Let me know if you think what I'm saying is horrible. But yeah, I have no problem. I have no problem throwing the link up in the chat, especially since I don't have the following as a lot of y'all. But yeah, once someone's in the broadcast studio, you're not getting on unless I know you, just because, well, that's the way I roll. Yeah, I'd appreciate it, JB. Would appreciate it. But, you know, thank you. Oh, okay. You got a Harley outfit for me, man? Appreciate that. Yeah, man. JB, man, you drink? Damn. Thought I was the only. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Punchline too. We back and forth about this a little bit. I have that Hellraiser 3. I have a Batman 2. You know, yeah. Hope so. But man, I hate to say this, but I've been buying those books, and I'm going to read the second prints. I mean, when you can buy a book for $4, well, $3.20 with the discount, and sell it for $30. Well, I'm going to do that. And Batman 89 and 90 was like that. Hey, just a little podcast. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I usually don't get that much response from my live streams, but I'm trying. So. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean for this to be a beer stream. I try to be an accessible dude, but if I'm not working and it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, well, if my wife's going to let me, I got a beer in my hand, So she let me come down here, and I don't know how it is with you guys, but I got to barter my YouTube time with my wife, as well as my comic book time. She hates bartering, and she hates me scheduling my life around comic books. Oh, our lives. Oh, excuse me, around comic books. So, but comic books are important, yo. I mean, am I right or am I right? I'm right. Yeah. Hmm. Geeky guy, if you're still here, I discovered some Harley Quinn Hot Wheels cars. Oh my God. That is a world that I don't think I want to get into, but they are, excuse me, fucking awesome. God, let's look at this shit. Let me share my screen. That's what we got here. Not Harley Quinn cars. Hot Wheels. Yeah, JB, man, take your time. Is that not cool? That's cool. Is that not cool? That's cool. What is that? What? Is this a bootleg? I don't know. I don't know. I think that's cool. Oh, sorry, JB.
No problem, man. How you doing, man? Cheers to you.
Yeah.
Saturday night, huh? Oh, you got to go to the other version. You got to go to the smaller one where you make us smaller. It's the next one over. It just makes us a little bit small. There you go. That's a better one. Yeah, it just keeps the face a little thinner.
Heard that.
How you doing, man? No, cheers to you. Cheers to Geeky Guy Comics. Just a little podcast. If you guys are still hanging out with us, man, is this an impromptu thing or is this an actual scheduled thing? And I just never knew about it.
No. Totally impromptu.
All right.
JB, you're married, aren't you?
Oh God, hell yeah! I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this if I wasn't for my wife. Are you kidding me? I'm a stay-at-home dad right now, so it's all about wifey.
I totally have to barter my time with my wife.
Yeah.
I mean, she hates my wife is into comic books. She's into pop culture, but she just hates scheduling life around like my YouTube time.
Yeah. If you notice, kind of since I'm doing the stay-at-home dad thing, since I drop the kids off at about 8:45 in the morning, and then I'll go live at 9:30 my time every morning, Monday through Friday, because there's nobody else in the house. It's just me. And then I'll go live again at 2:30 in the afternoon because it's still just me. And then when that stream ends, I go pick up the kids. Now that nighttime one, like tonight I got a Disco After Dark scheduled. That's the only stream that I try to do with actual people in this house. And look at my hit rate on that. I cancel that bitch 7 out of 10 times I schedule it, because it is almost impossible to do a live stream when I got the kids in the house. Inevitably, there is some fighting or something going on. I've had some knockdown dragouts right at the front door, right here at the door to the office. They just, it's crazy. So I normally I'm not live streaming when I have the family on.
Do you have something going on tonight?
No, well, right now we've just got the neighbors' kids over. My house seems to be the sleepover house. I don't even know why they call it a sleepover. I had to cut the thing off at about 1:30 in the morning last night. But I've got some little kids, and this seems to be the house that everyone hangs out at. So of course I've got up in the playroom. There's probably a couple extra kids. I got 4 when I only have 2. So there's a couple of the neighbors' kids are here. So. Right now, nobody's arguing. Everybody's getting along, which is a good thing, and I'm good to go. If you see me mute and then like turn my head over here and that, then there's something going down. So,
but I mean, you try to do something every day, don't you?
I do something every day, actually, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I have a morning show where I give the lineup of what's on today with Discovery Bay. I knew this. Yeah, and then right in the middle of the day, which is for me, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, but it's 5:30 in the East Coast. I either sell books in the pop-up shop style, or I sort books for the pop-up shop. And then every once in a while, I'll throw in a CGC unboxing or just a flat out Friday. I'm just doing I'm calling it happy hour. And I just roll a little happy hour in the middle in that same time slot. So I'm trying to be consistent time slot wise. The morning show is in the same, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. a.m. Pacific Standard Time every morning, 5 days a week. And then there's something in the other middle time slot. It's that night time slot that I just can't lock down. Hey, we got Steve from Captain Comics. By the way, Steve, we are good. We're going to be good to go here. I haven't had a chance to call our boy Ray, but thank you for helping get that book for Biggie. He is so excited. I'm so excited for him. I can't wait to make that happen for him. We're getting Biggie Shack his grail, or one of his grails, and Captain Comics over here, Steve, help make that happen. And I appreciate you for stopping in. By the way, if you didn't know, Dan, this is on my home page right now. Go ahead, check out the page.
Say again, what?
This stream is on my homepage right now, listed under the live streams that are currently active in the comic book community.
So that's why we're getting some visitors.
How about if we share it too? Maybe we'll share it and say, "Hey, come hang out with us."
Well, I mean, I have some followers, but I do get wonderful feedback on some of the thing. Well, the one thing I do, but I have nowhere near the following that a lot of y'all do. So I appreciate it.
Hey, as long as you're having fun, because that's what I say. Just have fun with it, because the analytics say, JB, stop. Just stop, dude. You're not doing well. My click-through rates and all that stuff are terrible. My morning show that I talked about, I think yesterday it got 65 views. I mean, what am I doing, right? But I'm having a hell of a lot of fun doing it. I make up all kinds of goofy intros for some of the people that, frequent the stream. I've got some really cool graphics that I set up and fire off just to say hi. Thanks for joining the stream.
Well, I mean, JB, you're in the top 10 of larger comic book YouTubers.
Well, we'll see. Well, we got a lot of work to do. I mean, there are some great channels out there. Bueller is killing it. Tom's killing it. Reggie is killing. Reggie's just sits there and talks to you, and it is so smooth and silky. He's got a great following, and plus he puts out some other edited content that's pretty damn good too.
But you're easily in the top 10.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I do.
You are. I mean, come on now.
I'm not gonna say I put in a lot of work because I kind of just click live and it's mostly ad hoc, but those thumbnails take time. You got to put in the time to set up the stream and put in the links and go back and put in the end screens and all that other craziness that happens.
Yeah. What kind of video editing tool are you using?
Well, I'm using Filmora, and when I was doing an edited morning show, because I used to do the show edited and premiere it. Now I just do it live. It's so much easier. But I also upgraded the StreamYard. I pay the full nut on the StreamYard for all the extra bells and whistles because I cut a lot of video into my broadcast. So, and I load a lot of GIFs. And I'll run an intro for the show and an outro for the show, using the StreamYard 30-second film clip kind of thing. And it ends up being a pretty decent production, and it's fun as all hell, man. I'm just really just staring in the camera and shooting the shit with all the people. Because remember, our audience is not just domestically. I mean, there's people. Kyle Waka was over in the future, man. I talked to him today, and he was like in Saturday. Or I was talking to him yesterday, and he was in Saturday already. We've got people all over this planet watching us. People in the UK, in Canada, in Puerto Rico. I could name YouTubers all over, and that's why I enjoy the community and I enjoy going live, because you're just creating an atmosphere for us to get together and hang out.
Just a Little Podcast. Thank you for checking.
Hey, thanks for stopping in. Just a little.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate. I did some stuff where like I was editing with Premiere and editing and adding my stuff with After Effects. I just don't like it.
It's too much work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. So mostly my stuff. The thing I do every Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, is like Comics and Beer. I do it live to disc, and I use OBS, and it's really cool because
I actually was fiddling with OBS, but StreamYard just made it so much easier to to highlight the individual comment instead of having to have all of the comments highlighted. And there's some really cool features that were built into it, so I decided to just migrate over to that.
OBS is much easier, but I mean. You can use keyboard commands for like bringing up individual graphics and all. As long as I'm not live streaming with other folks.
Because with the other folks, you'd have to Skype them in, or you got to Skype them in, and then not only you're Skyping them in, you got to Skype in their audio too. So it ends up. It gets a little tricky there because you jump from one layout to the other and you forgot to bring the audio over. Yeah, it could get challenging.
And I definitely do. I definitely do love how how you can. Well, I mean, once you pay it's.
I have no idea. It's 20 but if I remember, I'm going live 3 times a day, so it's worth it for me, and it's unlimited. And I do that community. At the last Saturday of every month, I'm hosting that community pop-up shop marathon. It's a 7-hour stream. If I wasn't paying for the StreamYard, I would never have enough time.
I do think it's greedy of them, though. I mean, $10, it's a no-brainer. $20, come on, y'all, you're greedy.
Yeah.
But
I got a few features that I needed out of it.
Yeah, it's a great StreamYard's a great platform. It's easy.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm sure that there'll be something bigger and better coming on pretty soon here. I think Thorough uses Zoom, right? Saturday. That's another thing. Saturday seems to be the new auction day, but maybe every day seems to be the new auction day. There are so many comic books sold on YouTube. It's amazing. I got a question for you. I've always wanted to know: were you a writer, or are you a writer for the CBSI website, or are you just a fan of their work, or are you affiliated with it? You were okay. If it's a sore subject, we do not have to broach that. Cheers to you. We'll move on to something else.
No, not at all, not at all. I love those guys. Those guys are a lot of my brothers. I mean, were you ever into a G Plus or whatever?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like this is funny. Like when I started like live streaming with Rod and Comic Jabroni and Perry.
Yeah.
My wife is like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "Honey, it's a dark web."
No, it's not. Come on.
I know it's not, but I mean, no one understands shit except for us comic book people, right?
Right.
And so yeah, there was that, and I wrote for Comic Book Invest for about 12 months, and I just started wanting to do videos, and so yeah, there was that. So yeah,
cool. Yeah, that sounds cool. So what are you reading now? What is your what is it that you had to run out and grab that you could not wait for?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always into talking about books I'm reading.
Yeah, let's talk about it, dude. Thor.
Did you read Thor this week?
Come on, man. Thor has been fantastic, and the new Batman has been fantastic, and the new Star Wars has been fantastic, and if everyone says that nobody's writing any good shit, bullshit. Get your ass out there and read your fucking comic books. Stop talking about them and read them, because there's some great shit out there right now. Go ahead.
I heard that. I appreciate you getting real.
Piss me off, man.
Thor 3 was better than this, but this was very good.
I agree with that.
Thor 3 was fucking.
Yeah, but still, you have this is a key factor, man. I mean, I don't know. He picked it up. Fuck. I don't want to give it away, but hey, I can pick it up. I am behind on my Immortal Hulk, but I was just talking last night. No, God, man, the streams run together. It was this morning on Stay Puff. We had to talk about our best reads. I just got back into comic books probably 15 months ago or so. Think about where the time frame of that is. It landed right in that Cosmic Ghost Rider and the beginning of this freaking run. And that first 10 issues of Immortal Hulk, I'll put up against almost anything, man. It is fantastic.
The whole series is pretty good, man.
Yeah, it kind of got a little weird there for me for a second, and I haven't been in. I'm probably about 7 or 8 issues behind now.
Issue 25 is really weird.
Oh, yeah, there's some weird ones. All right, what you got? So you do DC. I don't read too much DC besides Batman.
Wonder Woman is really good. It's a really good read.
How long has it been a good read?
How long?
Yeah, like has it been a good read since from the beginning? Because I was cover buying Wonder Woman when they had Archer and some of the other artists on it, but I really wasn't reading it. And then I decided to read one, and it was a storyline with her and her brother, Ares.
Yeah.
That was not a good story. It wasn't good. I didn't enjoy that. I wasn't getting sucked into that.
Yeah, it was awkward. I mean, if you don't want to read about Wonder Woman's relationship with her brother or Wonder Woman's relationship with Steve Trevor, I mean, we're just not interested in that.
We're not. So, I've been off of that for quite a while. But you're telling me it's still good?
It's pretty good.
Right.
I mean, I'm a Wonder Woman homer. I'm gonna read it regardless. But I know what you're saying.
Right.
But it has been good the last couple 3 issues. Ask Tony Fett, man.
Tony, yeah, he's fantastic. I love Tony Fett.
JB, I think we're pitted against each other.
Are we pitted against each other? I haven't bought my books yet.
Did you get my books? Oh, come on, man. Get on, man.
I better do that shit tomorrow. Yes, I'll take you down.
I got my books already, man. Come on now.
Do you really? Oh man. Oh man.
This is this is a funny story. Tony sent me when's the last time you talked to Tony? You don't
The show. I talked to him, the lot when I was on the show and I won my round.
Really? Okay. I heard from him last week. He's like, "Oh, I just sent you
that too. That IG text. I finally sent it. Sorry it was late. Yeah.
He sent me the code, and it was like 3:30 on Saturday last week.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, is it
shit?
Uh, what?
Oh,
Shit.
wait. Hold on. One second. See, when you got kids, you got a house full of kids. You got a house full of kids. What are you gonna do?
Heard that. How
Sorry
old?
about that. I have a 7 and a 9-year-old, and then next door is an 8 and a 5. 5, 6, no, 5, 7, 8, 9. 5, 7, 8, 9. So, and we're so close to the neighbors that we actually have our back gates we had a swing put it, a door put in. And so don't get totally off track. Do you guys have Schwann's? Do you know what Schwann's is? It's like the guy that drives around, and he has every other Friday he comes around and mostly sells ice cream, but he also sells frozen foods, pizzas and chicken wings and that type of thing.
No.
So he comes to the door to give us our delivery on Friday, and everybody's over at the neighbor's house. So he comes to the door, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Hey, my wife's next door. The wife next door is going to want something. Go next door. So he goes next door, gets their order. And as he's delivering the order, I had come through the backyard because we got the little swing fence thing, and I was delivering something. And he comes in and he goes like, do you guys have a tunnel in between these houses? And yeah, like, yeah, dude, we got a little thing back there. That's how close you are to the neighbors. That's how we're rolling it out here.
Yeah. Great ages, 9 and 7, JB.
Oh, for sure.
They'll be going to college before you know it, man. And I tell you,
You're killing me.
Yeah.
You're killing me. All right.
Okay. We talked about Wonder Woman. What is it? Decorum?
Decorum. I'm not familiar with Decorum. Tell me about it.
The Jonathan Hickman. I haven't read this yet.
Haven't read it. Yeah. Or is that issue number 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. That's a new release. I'm not all over that.
Is it Image?
Another Image one.
Are you a Jonathan Hickman fan?
No, not per se. No. The Hickman. Let me think. Nope. Doesn't look like I've read very much Hickman. Nope.
He does a lot of charts and.
Who's doing X-Men right now?
Jonathan.
Yes, I'm enjoying the hell out of him. He crushed it with House of X, Powers of X. Killed it.
But he has lots of charts and excuse me, stuff. So okay.
All right. What else you got? Have you read that one already?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. When's your normal read day? Like when you pick up on Wednesday, do you get any reading in on that first day? Hey, there's Tony Fett actually.
Hey man.
Thanks for stopping in. Tony, hop on in the stream, brother.
Yeah, Tony.
There's a link. Just slide up in the chat. It's right there.
Jump in, Tony, if you want to. My normal read day. Oh, that's interesting. I try to read as much as I can. I'm a comics and beer guy, so I try to wait until like 5 o'clock and have a beer with my comics. And
there you go.
I try to kick out 2, 3, 4, 5. There's Tony Fett. There's my bro Tony Fett. Yeah,
Tony.
Look at this crew.
Tony. How you doing, man?
Awesome.
Hey, man, I think I messed up. I forgot to order my books.
That's okay. I think you still got time.
Okay, I'm gonna order them tomorrow because
you got time.
I think I'm gonna beat him, right?
Yeah, it's you two. Look at this. This is
Look at this.
This is a pre-match.
Preview.
Like those boxing matches where they get together and they weigh in.
Yeah, we're gonna hype it up. We're hyping up the match.
That's what this is right now. You guys are just like get in there. That's really cool. I didn't even think about it until you said something. Like,
there you
yeah, look at that.
You can replay this stream and go ahead and snip it out. Maybe we'll get a little.
Yeah, right. That's cool.
Oh man.
Ohio versus California.
So how you been, man?
I am great.
How
trying to stay alive out here in coronavirus infected Pennsylvania.
How is the? Have you been to the shop? I went to the shopping center today. Actually, I had to go to the UPS store to pick up some books. And I had a lot of books, man. I had a lot of books. And I've been seeing all these reports on the news about the long lines and the stores are all wiped out. And is this real? You know what? Is this real? I better stop it. I should stop and get a few things just because I'm here. I'm in the
Right.
sun right
You
here.
might as well.
I'm right here. You know, I might as well. We can always use some more toilet paper, right? Right. Let's go check out what's going on. Wow.
It's
It
real.
was surreal. It was
I
real.
went to
It was
Walmart today, our
real.
local little Walmart,
But
for something completely different. Not food or toilet paper.
they made an announcement over the PA. We've got another delivery of toilet paper. Please line up in aisle 18.
Are you serious?
And we're lined up and the lady comes with the big thing and she pulls and she goes, it's limit 1 per customer per style, right? So she pops a box of and literally pulls the sleeve out one and then the next per one, and then she cracks it. There's only 4 in the fucking box, you know. I mean, the box goes like that. So she and boom, 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 and I'm like, this is incredible. I can't believe this is happening like this.
That's
was amazing.
nuts.
But it's real.
Yeah, it is real. I went, like I said, to Walmart to get something completely different, and I just made the trip through the food aisle, you know, just to see what the hype was about. And nothing. No food, nothing.
No pastas at all. There was the entire aisle of pastas that is always full because it's always full of pasta. Literally had like lasagna in an off-brand is the only. Wow. It was nuts. The ramen all gone. It was pretty surreal, man.
I would have been okay if I could have survived off of ketchup and lemonade packets, but other than that, it was going to be slim pickings. But they closed.
Yeah, man, I hate this angle. Can I let me back up?
Yeah, right. I always
hate this. Get off of this angle. This is not a good angle for us, Dan. Switch it.
Yeah. I don't think he cares.
He doesn't care. He's like, cheers. Cheers. He likes this angle. This is good. He's like,
no,
it makes sense.
I'm actually interested in the different perspectives. It's scary, though.
It was kind of scary because not only are you going through the shoppings, nobody's talking to each other. It's really quiet.
Right.
You know, the butcher was closed, the deli was closed, the bakery part was closed. Every checker is open and there's a line and people are just basically getting whatever you can. So, you know, you get to the canned foods and you're like, holy shit, dude, there's nothing here. But what is here? I better get a couple of those, and I should probably get a couple of those. And next thing you know, you spent $250. That's what I spent, $250. I got, you know, like a thing of, I got to the bacon and I didn't want to be that person, but we didn't have bacon this morning. The neighbors and we're so close to the neighbors. I was just having this conversation that we share, you know, we do like a potluck. We have dinners together on Fridays. We have breakfast together on Saturdays. We feed the kids together. It just helps. You know, we do the eggs. She brings over the bacon. Well, we didn't even have bacon. So I was over there. I was like, oh, I wonder if there's any bacon. There was 4 packets of the entire selection of all the different brands, of all the different styles, of all the different, you know, where the down low is all the huge. There was none of that. There was 4 packets of one style. And I walked up there and went,
oh, this is mine.
Take this. I don't know if I'll have bacon again for who knows.
There's a really cool. I forget the name of the website, but I'll share it with you when I figure it out. There is a company out there that makes like camping, like MREs, like civilian MREs, and twice a year they'll give away one 36-hour sample kit. It's good for like 25 years per person in your household.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, I'll order one. My wife will order one. My dog will order one. Like everybody will order one. So I'm pretty good on food.
You're good on food. Well, my wife at some point, I don't know when she did it, but she's got this massive backpack, which is like, I've never been in the military. This is probably the size of the backpack that these dudes in the military were, you know, because you see these guys in the military wearing these huge backpacks. That's what this is. When it showed up, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You gonna put the kids in there?
She pulls out the pamphlet. Everything a family of 4 needs in case of emergency to live for like a week is in this backpack. And all you got to do is grab it and go. I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. Stick it in the
kind of neat, yeah. It's kind of cool to do stuff like that.
You never know, you know. Well, I just know I got to grab that damn fucking backpack. Let's go.
Out here, I know California is hit pretty hard, and Washington State and Oregon, but out here in Pennsylvania, not hit as hard, but it's starting to snowball rapidly. So there's no schools in the entire state of Pennsylvania.
We were coming up on spring break anyway, so it just kind of coincided that this is going right into our normal spring break.
3 weeks in Ohio.
You're getting 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Governments are shutting down. Like I work for the state government of Pennsylvania. And they were taping up posters on the door, off limits to public, period. You got to have a badge to get in. So it's getting real.
So for me, nothing really changes. And my wife, actually, she works in the healthcare industry. So
as does mine. She's
busy. Been on these calls. She's a director in like safety operations. So they've got all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm like, wow, she can't talk about any of that. I know. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I worry about my wife. She's on the front lines. She's a ER nurse, so she gets them like off the ambulance right as they come in the front door.
Yeah. I was going to Florida. I mean, I technically haven't canceled it yet because MegaCon technically hasn't canceled. But
when is MegaCon?
It's over.
It's going to be over. Yeah, I know, right? It's over. But technically,
Baltimore, baby.
I went to Baltimore last year. You know what? I went to two. I've been to 2 cons in my life, actually. C2E2 last year, where I got to meet everybody. When you first meet everybody for the first time, it's kind of fucking surreal.
I want to go to C2E2.
C2E2 is crazy.
I would love to, but it's in Chicago.
It's huge. It's a really big convention. And a Chuckload of Comics was actually broadcasting. Well, actually, that's not true. He was taping there and then uploading later on in the day his interviews with some of the creators and writers and artists, and it was really cool. So we kind of hung out at his booth a lot. But Baltimore
that's where the party's at.
Oh my goodness. That was like the hometown of Drew Manchu. We had this big, huge Airbnb house. It was nuts. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. Cool. Plus the books. C2E2 is a great con, but there was a lot of cosplay. There was a lot of celebrity things where they have things set up for you to take pictures with celebrities, which I'm not into, but a lot of people are. Let me tell you what, the lines to take a picture with,
anybody,
whoever, whatever it was Ralph Macchio. I was like, no, I'm not. Why would you stand in that line and pay $120 to get a photo with Ralph? No, that's a lot of comic books, bro. What are you talking about?
And you were
the difference between Baltimore and Chicago is Baltimore. I've never seen so many books. Baltimore's about
that's what's great about Baltimore. It's all about the books. They still have that sprinkle of celebrities. Yeah.
Some of these booths were just massive in size, and then nothing but long boxes for as far as you could, just long boxes lined up, and then it would come around the corner and come all the way back the other side. And I'm like, and there's people just digging and digging. There's so many books. So Baltimore was fantastic for that.
You should have been there the year Zachary Levi.
Yeah, Ramos is in the chat. Thanks for stopping.
He was if you wanted an autograph or picture with Zachary Levi, it was dirt cheap. It was like $50.
Still, no.
You're right. I agree. I never did it, but I mean, like, I thought that was kind of cool. They just announced Shazam, and here he is. He's at Baltimore,
Where's it at?
with a dirt cheap autograph opportunity. I should have done it, but I didn't.
God damn it, I never know anything with that thing. Have you ever met Carson C. Woodard? C. Woodard 19? Carson?
Me?
Yeah, I've maybe met him. He's got an incredible sketchbook, and when I first went to Chicago, that my first night, showing up, and they also had like a rented house. It was an Airbnb, but I show up to this house late, and people are already been partying, and Carson's like, dude, check this out. And he has this amazing sketchbook, and he starts showing me all this original art that he gets that's his thing when he goes to a con, is to schedule out, who he can get a commission from in his sketchbook.
That's really cool.
And it's amazing. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen, honestly. I mean, and these are original pieces of art, which is awesome. So I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. But as you go to, these things are not cheap, okay? No. Full pages are X dollars, and then it's X dollars times a multiplier depending on how popular the guy is. You know, because Joe Schmuck over here's full page is $60, but Perillo's full page is $600.
Yes.
So there's there's a huge difference in what you're going to pay, but there's a lot of great artists who are just not getting any work out there at these cons, because I could show you some of the examples. But one of the things I did was, instead of getting a full-blown sketchbook, I got like a miniature one, like I'll show it to you.
I want to see it.
That's funny because I also have one.
All right. Instead of getting a huge sketchbook, which would cost you a fortune every time you wanted to get something in it, I got a little sketchbook about the size of your head.
Oh,
Tiny sketchbook.
that's kind of cool. Is that like a hard cover?
Well, this got a little leather
Oh,
bound.
leather. Okay, gotcha. Well, say that it's still cool.
And then another thing that Carson did was, everybody that had done a piece of work in his sketchbook signs the cover.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Right? And I was like, this is a fantastic idea. I got to do this. This is the way to go. So first I had to hunt for the book. That, my first day at C2E2, I'm hunting for a sketchbook, and I find it. Happens to be at the booth next to where we're set up. Yeah, which I was not looking for. I was going everywhere else. But anyway, now I've got a sketchbook, and I got to walk around and find out who do I want to ask to be the first person to do something in my sketchbook, because I'm going to be just like Carson. And every time I go to a con, I'm going to get a piece of work done in my sketchbook. So I run in it. When you're at the con, you've got this artist alley, and literally is artist after artist after artist after artist, across from artist after artist after artist after artist. And you're like, where, and they all got little price things up, and you're checking the pricing, and some guys are completely busy, and they've got handlers. Some guys are so popular, they got handlers. You talk to this guy. Some people already have a line, huge long line. Okay. Well, I got to find somebody who's available, be affordable, and C, I like their work. So I walk up on a gentleman named Gavin Smith. It's towards the end of the day. And I said, hey, do you do stuff in sketchbooks? And he's like, well, absolutely. I go, this is first con ever. First time at a con, first sketchbook. I'd like you to be the first person to do something in it. He's like, whoa, man, thanks, man. What do you want? And I was like, you decide. And I hand him my book, right? And he goes, well, what are you into? And I said, well, I went into the story. My dad passed away, and these are the books that I'm collecting now: Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man, and X-Men, and Avengers. And he's like, okay. And he goes, we're almost done tonight. I'm assuming you're going to be here all weekend. I'm like, yeah, I'm over here with Comic Core guys. And he goes, okay, come check me out tomorrow. I'm going to take this home with me since I'm the first one, and I'll bring it back to you tomorrow. I said, sweet, no problem. So I, give it to him. Now, remember, this is the first con I have ever been to. I can't for the life of me remember who the fuck I gave my book to the next morning. Because we got hammered as all hell.
Oh, man.
As soon as I basically dropped that thing off, we ended up going out, having a great time. And the next morning, I couldn't remember what this dude looked like. I couldn't remember where the booth was. I couldn't remember where my shit was. And I'm just walking aimlessly up and down these, like, oh, fuck, was it
trying to jog your memory?
I think it might have been that guy. I'm not sure. And I didn't see him. Come to find out, he was late that day. He didn't even show up until 2 hours after the place opened. And I was looking for him an hour before the place would open because I was in early. But we finally did hook up, and he's like, hey, man, it was an honor to do this, and I hope you enjoy it. And it wasn't all that expensive. I don't remember what it was now. But this is the work that he did for me. Gavin Smith. You guys ready?
Dang. Dude, that's badass. That is badass.
That is fucking badass. Come on, man.
That is badass.
That's Galactus with the surfer in there, all black and white.
That's the coolest thing ever.
Now, he hands this back to me, and I'm just like, wow, dude, this is awesome. And I immediately go back and start showing everyone like, wow, that is great. You get the bug, right? I'm like, all right, I gotta go get something else. Well, there's a lot of great artists, but there are long lines, different pricing, and I'm trying to get the right price point down and all, and I got to get something that maybe the girls, my kids will enjoy. Agnes, I think her name is Agnes Gabowski. Agnes Gabowski.
Very cool. That's a good one. That's very cool.
Right? So she did that one. Agnes, I think her name is Agnes Gabowski, or something like that. And she does some work for DC. And then this gentleman did this piece.
Ooh, that's cool.
C2E2. And these start to add up, by the way, you know. Pencils as well. Oh, plus color is how much? Oh, and how much for and how much for that? And how much for? Okay, now this next gentleman, this is funny. He was set up right next to Art Germ. Art Germ was extremely popular. Like, he was on the corner, and they had his booth where the line ran this way along the table across, and then completely back behind everybody, and went the entire length of the entire row of every other artist. That's how long Art Germs was. It came to the corner, went around, and spanned the entire back length of everybody else. The dude next to him did this piece for me. He's also the artist, and I can't remember what his name is now. He's also the artist who does these DC statues. He didn't like Art Germ, and he had no problem voicing it, bro. Like, plain as day, loud as hell. Standing right next to him, I'm like, he heard you say that, right? He's, oh, fuck him. I don't care about him. But right, this is the piece he did for me.
That's awesome. That's a cool
Stan Lee piece. Now, he's done DC statues. If you recognize that type of artwork, he did a line of their statues.
Dan's got a cool Wonder Woman. Who did that one?
See, we can't see you in this, the way you got it set up here, all smashed together, all thin, making my face look fat like that.
Yeah, blow it up.
We would look so much better if you backed us up a little bit. All right. Have you guys ever heard of Michael Duran? Ooh, there you go.
Who did that one, Dan?
Chadwick Hamerland.
That's an original piece of art? Holy shit, that's fantastic.
Yeah. He does photorealistic art, and it's just
like pretty photorealistic.
It's like, pick a photo you like and give him $200, and he'll do it black and grayscale. It's fucking badass, right?
Pretty cool.
Woo!
That's awesome.
Right. I got a couple more. And then I'm gonna have to bounce, but I gotta show you. There's two more, and then I gotta go. Okay, ready? Michael Duran came through my Spider-Man, all colorful. I figured the kids would like that. Now, the last one's got a story. Lucio Perillo. Dude, I wanted to get a piece of work done by Perillo, but he's crazy mad expensive. So I believe a remark. And if you're not familiar with what a remark is, an artist will charge you for a signature, whatever the number is, $20, whatever the number is for a signature. He may charge you extra if you want that witnessed. But why? Because they do. And they can charge for what they call a remark, which is normally just a little tiny thing that they will put, on the cover next to their name somewhere. It's just a little, little quick
Eastman does.
Yeah, something they could do real quick, like Eastman does, with the Ninja Turtles, something real quick that you can bang out just in a minute or two. So I had said, hey, I'd like to get a remark done in my book. And he goes, well, we're going on break right now. And him and his girlfriend are there. And we're going on break. We'll be back at blah, blah, blah. And he put the sign up. I said, all right, I'll be back, for the sign. And I come back, and I believe it was myself and Carson were standing there for like quite a while. And his girlfriend shows up maybe 15 minutes after they were supposed to be back. And she's like, where is he? And I'm like, you tell me, man, what are you talking about? We sat down there and talked with her for maybe about a half an hour. He was like 45 minutes late to when he was supposed to be back. And now she's hot. She's not happy. She's been talking to us for the last half an hour. Oh man, we love his work, blah, blah. Hey, how's Italy? Or we're France or Italy, where they're from. And she's drop dead gorgeous, man. She's just a beautiful woman. When he finally shows up, the booth that we're at, the guy in charge of the booth comes over and hands a card to him and says, yeah, this lady stopped by. She was looking for you. And the girlfriend snaps the card and she goes, this lady's looking for you? These people have been waiting here for 45 minutes waiting for you. Right? So now she's just lighting him up. he sits down and he goes, okay, you know, what can I do for you? I was, well, I was just gonna, you know, try and get a remark in my book. Can I, you know, just a remark? And he goes, yeah, okay, $60. I, you know, pay her the $60, and she starts talking to him in a different language, French or Italian or wherever the hell it was. And I go, do you mind if I film this with my phone? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Because she's just lighting his ass up. and I give him my book, and he proceeds to do this.
Oh, that's
which
cool.
is a little bit bigger than a remark.
Yeah, that's I would say that's a hell of a remark.
And I filmed the entire thing. And this is Lucio Perillo. And this was the pièce de résistance. You know, the last piece I got, I believe, in the C2E2. And that was it. That was the big one right there.
That's too cool.
For $60. That was a $60 piece and a 45-minute wait and a half an hour of schmoozing his girlfriend. So
here somewhere, wherever my hand is, right.
Well, we can't see because he's got you so cropped in that
this blank issue right here. This is an all blank comic. Every page in there is blank. The cover's blank. Everything is blank. I filled it with just Batman. People who've worked on Batman.
Ooh, very cool.
I also have one for Superman and Wonder Woman. Just
Comic Head 84 is doing something very similar to that for a Batman one. Yeah.
And I also am doing the same thing with you're doing because I have 2 issues of Batman, 2 issues of Wonder Woman, 2 issues of Superman. So now I'm going to go back and get the artists who have done Superman.
Actually, you know what, Dan? Can you either make me big or back me up so I can show you what I got going on the wall?
Yeah. First, a quick question.
Yeah.
JB, I had no idea you were into the sketch thing. You're into sketches, man.
I'm into sketches. Well, when you back up, you're going to hear what else I'm into this year.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. So,
Well, he backed you all the way up. Oh, there we go. Hey.
You just gotta hit. There's a little square. No, not you. There's a little square on me. A little square on me. You just click that little square on me. There it is. Okay. So. This year my goal, we get into January, we talk about what are our goals in hunting and what are our goals, what are the grails, what are the things I'm going to try and knock off. Here's my hit list, here's my top 10. This is what I'm trying to knock off for the year. Now, I did something different. This year, I want to acquire a piece of original art from the community members who are actually artists. Let me give you an example. If you look behind me, you may recognize. Let's start with this guy right here. This is 36 Chambers Tattoo Studio. This is a sketch cover that he did for me, and this is a Wolverine sketch cover, 36 Chambers Tattoo Studio. Now, right over here is Chin Potter. Familiar? You recognize that name? He got his own exclusive cover from Exchange Collectibles, meaning he got his break, a published work. Right next to him is Barbarian Kung Fu. Didn't know he was an artist, did you?
No.
What about J Hood Creative?
Yeah, right, I knew he was in there. Yeah,
this piece is fantastic. This is a Comic Head 84 piece right here, and then these 2 pieces are both Comic Head 84 pieces. That's sketch incredible. Covers from Comic Head 84. That is a Squatchy.
A Squatch. Everyone's got to have a Squatchy.
Oh, a Squatchy. And then, of course, right above my head is Squatchy. Got to have a piece of Squatchy. Now, these pieces are kind of cool. And I know that, this isn't, it's still art to me, but
yeah, absolutely.
Steve over at Doomed Comics does these little homages type things where this is like the reprint Action Comics, and then he turns it into frameable art. That's a page from inside and the cover. It's kind of cool. I consider that art. So the goal is to take down other comic books and put up more original art from the community. And there are a lot more artists which I haven't even gotten to, So I'm looking forward to getting some more art from the community up on this wall.
Man, let me know if you need stick figures. I'll give you the hookup, man.
Very cool, very cool. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I've been working on this.
That's really cool. I like your little setup here. The only thing I got going for me is I got these like really cool like transition pieces. I can just go like back and forth.
I'm digging those
different camera setups. I mean, this is all
how do you
free software.
How do you transition just by swapping cameras?
It's a program that actually runs it's compatible with StreamYard.
Okay.
They run the same yard. It's called XSplit, and I actually have a number of webcams that if I want to.
Yeah, I've got a couple going here too. I'd love to be able to flop through them like that.
Yeah, you can hotkey it on the keyboard, or if hey, I want to go show these books over here.
Yes.
Over here, like hey, talk about these, like that. And then like if I'm ever rummaging through the file cabinet over here, I'd be right in front of that camera, so you can actually see what I'm digging at.
All right, show off, Tony. Do your thing.
Tony, you got to hit me with the link. I need to be using this app right here. This is fantastic.
Oh my God, your room is cool, dude.
Isn't it? My room's not that cool. I'm kind of digging JB's room. Everyone else has a cooler room than me. I don't have that cool of a room, but this is nice, because if I'm ever over here,
cool.
and I need to get into the cabinet for something, it's right here. Oh, look I got this cool issue,
Cool.
I need to do something different with the lighting because it's kind of dark.
They got to get the lighting, yeah. But I love that multiple camera setup and be able to and it's a hotkey swap between them. That is fantastic.
Yeah, you can press a button.
The link to that. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to get on that. I don't know if you've seen my morning show, but as I try to transition from scene to scene, it's pretty much a fucking clusterfuck.
It's pretty seamless.
And like, what's really cool is if you have like wireless keyboard and mouse. I haven't quite mastered. I just set this up. You can like boom, like no, I'm back over here. Kind of do like one of these angles.
Nice.
Yeah, nice, man.
And then it's just like, oh, boom, let's set up some books. Now I'm like right here.
Very cool. Killing.
Very, very cool.
Hey, you know what? Can I put in a request since it's just us? Let me see. I mean,
sure.
I literally think it's just us. Oh no, there's somebody else watching. So I'm watching this, but it's pretty much just us. But hey, when we do the show, man, you have got to share your screen and show off their webpage, bro. You got to show off that webpage for them because
I'm
cool as hell.
Talking with a gentleman who owns Nucadia's, Jim Ducker. Chatting with him, but I know he does a lot. Like he's involved with the XFL.
So you're not allowed to show his webpage?
No. I can do the Nucadia webpage. I thought we were talking about like bringing him on.
No, I'm talking about sharing the webpage during the stream.
Yeah.
So see what I was trying to explain with the grades and everything. I actually did on my page. I kind of showed it off a little bit.
Yeah, I can definitely show it off. That's not a problem. But the goal was like I'm still gonna try for like the championship round. I want to try to get Jim on to just even if it's for like 2 minutes.
Gentlemen, I really appreciate you having me on, man. But I'm gonna have to bounce. I got all these kids up here. I'm gonna have to go check them out, and it's been real. I appreciate it. Dan,
I'll show you the link on Instagram for this whole setup I got.
Absolutely, Dan. Thanks for having me on, man. You're great. Hey, if you guys are ever up late and you want to hop in or get the hot tag in on that disco after dark, if it actually happens, because my cancel rate is ridiculous. But if it's happening and you're down for the hot tag, reach out because I will absolutely send you. The
I
link
would love it, but it's on at like 12:30 a.m. here. It's so late.
I know. Tell me about it.
But I do always watch the rewind. I
appreciate it, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
JB, we are not. I'm not irritating you to ask you to promote my shit, right?
Oh hell no! That's what I do. The whole fucking channel is based on promoting other people's shit. That's the whole beauty of it. I can never run out of content.
We're the content.
It was the whole genius of the plan. Now, if I could ever lock down a thumbnail that got a click-through rate of over 1.5%, I'd be killing the game right now. But I just don't want to put my face on there, to be honest with you. I know that's what I need to do. I need to get that, some interacting, and I just don't want to do that. So, until that happens, we'll see what
Dude, everyone is doing that though.
I can't do it. I don't want to do that.
That's why I don't want to do a haul video because everybody's doing a haul video. I want to, but everybody's doing it.
Yeah, but the difference is that your haul is different than everybody else's haul because what you're buying is different from everybody else. And the reason that you're buying it is different from everybody else. You might be reading it for the artist or you might be reading it for the writer. You might be reading it for whatever. And that's what makes the content different. Plus, dude, it's you. People are going to watch you for you. So,
yes.
You got the killer camera setup. You got to use. If you use a killer camera setup just like that, then you'll be smoking. That'll be great.
You
Gentlemen,
think so?
Dan, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, the
JB,
easiest
thank you
way to
for,
get promoted, the easiest way to get on my show, it's simple, folks. For anybody watching this on the rewind, if you want to be on JB's morning show in the lineup, put your shit in early. That's it. Schedule it ahead of time.
Yeah.
All I do is I have this little system where I search and then I put them in the right order so that people see what's on. And if you want to think about this, guys. If you're thinking, man, I think I'm going to do a live stream. I want to do it at, I don't know, maybe 6:00 on a Friday night. Maybe you might want to rethink that one. Go check out JB's page. Check out all the content that is already scheduled at 6:00 and maybe pick a different time. Maybe half an hour before 6, maybe an hour after, because you don't want to be competing with all those other people, honestly.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
At least for that, to decide when you're going to go live. So you're not going up against Bueller or somebody huge that's going to suck up your audience. Now, this is great. This is genius right here, because even though there's nobody watching us, you're the only show in town right now that's probably not selling fucking comic books. So if somebody doesn't want to buy comic books, they're probably looking for something else to watch.
It's true.
Just saying.
Very true.
That's the genius of that.
Those are good tips.
We need to
from
get
the master.
more Instagram shares and that kind of stuff, though.
Yeah.
We'll work on it, man. We're almost there, Dan. You got almost a couple hundred. The algorithm will start to kick in here.
I'm trying, man.
I'm spinning my wheels at 280, man.
Warner, this show, I need more Wolf Warner in my comic book life.
Everybody does.
Everybody.
Everybody does.
JB, thank you,
All right,
man.
Yes.
Don't forget, man. We had a good time.
Just you being here helps me, and I enjoy talking to you. And I don't just enjoy talking to you because it helps me. I like talking to you. Thank you. You know this.
All right.
You and Tony Fett are my bros. Thank
I
you.
appreciate it, man. See you later.
Yes.
Peace.
Thank you. Fun guy. JB's always fun to talk to.
Yeah, man. He's badass.
Yes. Definitely the comic book channel guide we need, but not the one we deserve.
Heard that. How's it going in Pennsylvania, Tony?
Oh man, the government is hitting full-blown panic mode. Schools are closed. Certain counties are closed. It's starting to snowball here in central Pennsylvania. I'm just outside the capital of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm about, if I stand on my roof, I can almost see the Capitol building. That's how close I am. So I've got my ear to the ground, and I work for the state government. But yeah, they wanted me to hand out all the laptops so everybody can work from home. So I think this is probably the week they're going to pull that trigger, make everyone work from home.
Yeah, that's a similarity we share. I work for state government too, state government of Ohio, and we're working from home right now. And I got to be honest, I fucking hate it. I don't know. It's interesting. I have all my equipment. I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm at home enough too much. I don't want to be home all day,
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, I don't mind working from home. I can shut the door. I can be in my own little world. It doesn't bother me. I can figure it out. But
you're working from home now? That's been mandated?
No, they're getting really close. Like there's a couple of boxes they felt like they had to tick, and I feel like we checked all the boxes. So I think they're gonna let us come in Monday and probably send everybody home sometime on Monday and say, hey, don't come in till beginning of April or something like that. Because one of the things they wanted me to do is make sure that everybody had the ability to log in from home, to get emails, to continue working on spreadsheets and Word documents and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be this week we're working from home. And I picked up some 100-page giants for sure. I don't know if you're reading these.
That's a cool book.
Yeah. Right?
Did you buy Wonder Woman this week?
I think I did. Let me look. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah. Talk about shit.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I can adjust fire here. Let's see. I'm gonna center that one and probably pull this one down. There we go. So here's what I picked up this week. We got the Green Lantern current run, season 2, Superman 21, Flash 751, Hawkman 22, Wonder Woman 753.
Stop, Tony.
That's it. Yep.
Take that back. That's badass. Don't you love the cover?
It is a great cover.
Yeah.
I wish the story was as good as the cover.
Dude, it was good. What are you talking about? No,
I don't know, man. It's not that I don't like it. I just feel like it's capable of so much more.
No, Tony, I'm sad. That was a good issue, man.
It's good, but it's not great.
Okay, keep going.
But that's it. That's after Wonder Woman. That was it. It was a short week for me. Very short week. But one thing I feel like is very underrated is Hawkman. I feel like it needs to be getting more attention than what it's getting right now.
It's a cool cover.
Cool cover, cool story. I wish they didn't bring back the legacy issues or legacy numbering, just because it messes with my brain. Superman's always okay. Superman's just been okay. Well, I don't know how you feel about Brian Michael Bendis. But then, you always got a nice Green Lantern. But then I picked up some back issues. Mr. Miracle number 7. If I can get that to stand, maybe not. Mr. Miracle number 8. Mr. Miracle number 9. The variant to Dark Knight's Metal number 1. The variant to All-Star Batman number 1. I think it's a Michael Turner variant. Maybe not.
What is that, and why do you like it, Tony?
I just like All-Star Batman number 1. That was a cool story. And I know they've made like a bajillion covers. So if I see one that's cheap, I'll grab one. But you got to check these out. This is really cool. You get a kick out of this. So do you remember, was there New 52 that did these like TV covers or movie covers?
Like
So you have,
whatever.
yeah, you have Aquaman and Free Willy.
What is that? I've never seen.
Yeah, it's Aquaman. It's Aquaman issue 40 from May 2015.
I don't really like that, but it's cool.
I only got it because it was stupid. Here's Justice League number 40 from 2015, the Magic Mike variant. Isn't that awesome? It's so stupid. Like, who would want it? Me, obviously. And then you have, this one's one of my favorites, Justice League Dark.
I think
Beetlejuice variant. And I got this one. This is the hot cover.
I've seen that before. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And Green Lantern. This is remember that movie, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind? I think.
Hey, the Mastodon.
The Mastodon. What's up, bro?
Mouse.
But yeah, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. This is the movie homage. So it's pretty cool. I picked up a whole bunch of other stuff. This is the second appearance of Nightmaster. Always cool. I like the old classic stuff. I don't know if it's a key or not.
How old is that, Tony?
I don't know.
That's older, right?
Yeah, it is older. And then I also picked up Tales from the Green Lantern Corps #1, just because it was cheap and why not? But this is an interesting set that I also picked up. Was Team Titans #1. But they came out with a collection of 5 different collectible covers that feature a different hero. And this is the first cover appearance of Kilowatt. I'm sure it's going to be worth $1 million soon. But I got that one. And these are all #1 of the same issue, which is pretty cool. And that's it. But I picked up some other ones, and I think I'm going to wait before I show them, just because I don't know what I want to do with them. But that's what I picked up the last few days. Nothing fun or nothing extreme. All of it's fun. Nothing too fun.
No, that was cool. Why those books, man?
I don't know. They just right place, right time. Why not?
Yeah. Just curious.
Well, my LCS had the pack of the Team Titans like all together, and I asked him about it, and he told me what it was. I was like, it was cheap. Why not? I picked up the Pennsylvania variant for Justice League of America because I have my Iowa one slabbed. Yeah.
And Tony, can you tell me an experience about reading a Marvel comic and why it did not appeal to you? Just
growing up, we didn't have cable. Growing up in the mighty metropolis of Iowa, we had a very small mom and pop grocery store. They carried comics, but it was just like it was completely random. Sometimes it was Dark Horse, sometimes it was DC, but for whatever reason, they never had a Marvel comic ever. And we didn't have cable, so I didn't even know what a Marvel comic was. Like I knew what Spider-Man was, but I didn't know where he was. He fit into this whole comic book realm. I didn't know where he fit. So I just never knew about Marvel comics. For the longest time, I had no idea they even existed. So by the time I really got into it, I was already in like heavy DC. And then I just never got turned on to Marvel. As a young kid, it was always DC and Dark Horse, but never Marvel.
wow.
Isn't that a weird story? I mean, I knew what the Ninja Turtles were. I have a bunch of Ninja Turtles, but I have nothing Marvel. I didn't know about it.
You're into Ninja Turtles, though.
I wouldn't say I'm super into Ninja Turtles, but I mean,
you are.
Well, who isn't super into Ninja Turtles?
Not me. Not me.
I got this gem. It's the Ninja Turtles training manual. It's pretty cool. Got that autographed. Yeah, never got introduced to Marvel until I was already into DC, and it just never appealed to me.
I've always been. I don't know. I've always been wildly into Marvel and DC, depending on what. I don't want to say what the event is, but occasion. That's the better word. Yeah. I love DC Comics. I do.
Yeah, DC was it for me. I don't have a choice. The store I went to didn't have anything else. DC, Dark Horse, and that was kind of it. I don't know why, but that's how it was.
So, when are we doing the book versus book? Who bought the best books? Is it next week?
I don't know whatever two get their books, first. So I think I'm still Lady Fantastic is still ordering her books, I think, and JB just confirmed he hasn't quite placed the order for his yet, so he's gonna jump on that. Man Bat, what is up, bro? What is up, bro? But yeah, so whenever two pairs get their books in at the same time, then we can go ahead and have that competition. And winner gets a shot at the title.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to that.
Grand prize is gonna be cool.
Yeah, it is. I know it is.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I can't wait to see someone. Whoever wins it has to do like a live unboxing.
Well, if I win this, and I know what it is, it's going to be like it's going to be my prize for the year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So don't forget your gas mask when you go out to your LCS next. You don't want to catch that coronavirus.
Where did you get that?
I've had this for a while. It was funny if you check out the retro review because I just got done doing that show. Me and Dave put on a gas mask at the same time. Didn't even coordinate it. Didn't even talk about it. Just like 1, 2, 3, go. Right before the show started.
Retro review was tonight, right?
Yeah, it was tonight. We started about 8:15. We went about 2 hours. It was just weird. We never go 2 hours, but there was just a lot to cover.
Y'all are talking about DC Comics.
It's all DC all the time.
Just DC Comics, or
Just DC Comics.
Okay.
Yep. You good? It's good. It's fun. I enjoy it. Man Bat says Batman is my guy, but I have twice as many Marvel than I do DC. Well, I think I have the only thing that I have that's even remotely close to being related to Marvel is I have some DC versus Marvel books, or like when they like Batman and Spider-Man, or I have a Green Lantern Silver Surfer crossover. But that's it. I don't have any standalone Marvel books. I have thousands of books, not a single one of them is a Marvel book. I don't know why. I guess I'm in the minority, which is actually kind of good because it makes comic book day a little bit cheaper. Doesn't hurt my wallet so much.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
Tony, when are we doing the thing? It's me versus whoever. Let's
It's you versus JB. So as soon as JB gets his books in, then we can figure out a date.
Oh, we just had him on. Why doesn't he have his books?
Yes, yeah, I did. Him and I talking to Mastodon. He says, Tony, I hear you had a run with a guy from my area. Yes. I'm in the Pennsylvania, Central PA, Harrisburg area. And he came down and we went to Dimension X Comics and Collectibles. Not my home LCS, but one that I frequent to every now and then. Because they have more back issues than you could possibly imagine. And one thing that they do, and I will shout Dimension X for this, because it's the only one that I've seen do it, is they will sell their retailer incentive variants in a box. So they have a whole box of retailer incentive variants. You can just pick your. They're usually not cover price, but they sell them, which is pretty cool. But just the fact that you have the opportunity to buy a retailer incentive variant, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it was fun.
You had a run with a guy from my area. That's not cool. What? Is that a joke?
No, I was just talking about it. That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, it was fun. We went to Dimension X and hung out. Because he's like, I think he's from like a Williamsport area. It's very cool. Oh man, I forget what his Instagram tag is. It is One Wolf Gun. One Wolf Gun. So him and I went to a comic book store together. See if it'll focus. Yeah, there you go. One Wolf Gun.
A little bit.
Yep, boom, right there. Yeah, it was cool. Got to hang out. It was nice to get out of the house and go hunting. So that's what we did. Brought my brother. He's really into Pokemon. Went to the Pokemon store.
The Mastodon. The Mastodon.
All right, man. I gotta jump off.
Heard that.
I gotta get some chow.
Tony, thank you.
No problem. I figured I saw you were on. So I gotta go see what my buddy Dan's up to. You're right next door in Ohio, so it's coming your way, man.
Yeah, stay away from the coronavirus. And are we going down next week? Just let me know.
Yep. I'll let you know. How many coronavirus cases are in Ohio? Do you know?
5.
5.
Yeah.
I think there's 5 just in my county. There's quite a bit here. That's nuts. Cool. All right, man. I gotta hop off. Thanks for letting me play.
Is that the plan next week? Me versus
maybe next week, maybe the following week. It all depends on JB whenever he gets his book.
Okay. Cool.
No problem. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
Talk to you.
Cool, bro. See
Tony,
you.
thank you for jumping on, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for letting me do it, man. Appreciate it. Later.
Yeah. No, there's beer, man. Yeah, there's beer. Tony is so cool. So tired, y'all. I gotta go to the bathroom.